and welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Linda Lynn. My name is Billy Milovanovic, also known as Bildo.
I feel like we open up the same way every single week.
That's why we're going to record a pre-opener.
Well, but do we need one? Because you just make me laugh every time when you're like, hello, da, 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 da.
I just kind of feel like we should have like Bildo and Linda Lynn tell us who and what we are first, and then we can just like do our lives.
Okay, go.
I just did it.
No, you
This is an offensively funny podcast about drinking wine and chatting live. Who are you? Hey, girl. She's here too. Bildo and Linda
Lynn. My name's Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Linda Lynn. We've already had some wine because this is our second episode.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nope. Sober as fuck.
Sober Betties. Okay.
So today we are going to be chatting about spanking. Yeah, not in a sexual way, Bill.
Not sexy spanking.
No, it's about spanking the little fuckface children that you have in your life. Yep, I said it. Sorry, my 8-year-old has a lot of attitude.
I was going to say, look, I haven't... Well, we'll talk about it. Let's talk about the wine first.
Yes, I'm
While
grabbing
you tell
my
the people
glass.
what we're drinking, I'm going to run off again.
Billy.
Because every time I sit down, I feel like I'm prepared, but then I'm not. So I'm just going to run over there. I'm going to get some lip balm.
Lip balm?
Because my lips are so dry.
Oh, my God.
Tell the people, what are we drinking?
Okay, so Wine Chats with Linda Lynn, because Billy is a fuckface and is never organized. I'm looking at your bum now, Billy. Ooh. No, we're going to drink. Oh, look how fast you came back. Oh, luscious lips. Your lips look like a bum hole when you're doing that right now. It's not attractive. There, that's better. Okay. So
Tough crap. All right.
We're doing an Allegiance wine, a Sauv Blanc.
Cute.
We haven't done a Sauv Blanc.
So long.
I'd honestly, 100%, I don't remember last time we did a Sauv Blanc.
No.
So this is exciting. I always love their labels. Like I feel like it's kind of like me, classy and chic looking.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh.
But no, the labels definitely are. What I like about them is I feel like they pay homage to their people. Like it's such it almost feels like a community wine. Like when you drink Allegiance wines, it's like you're drinking a wine from their hearts and souls and community. Because look, even the back of this bottle.
That's nice, Billy.
Really? Like look, the back of this bottle even says like, gives like a nice little profile. It says, an early 1880 young man from Ballina moved into blah, blah, blah. So like it gives you this little story. No, I don't want to cut your grass because you're normally the wine lady. But I just like that it gives you like a little backstory.
Yeah. Well, and they tend to, that word,
Speak.
that word, honor somebody or some type of people for their wines, which is lovely. Yeah. Now that was like a fun fact in itself, but it's not the fun fact. The fun fact about this is that this little bottle right here has won over 3 medals, 2 gold and 1 silver. I didn't write down what they were because they were really long. Sorry. Just go look them up.
Amazing.
It's award-winning, multiple award
You can do it.
winning wine.
And again, I know I say this every time we drink Allegiance wines, but you can stay at the vineyard. So that's how I discovered them.
Yeah.
My family and I and a bunch of our friends went and stayed at their vineyard in New South Wales. Mm-hmm. You should totally do that. It's a spectacular little place.
Now, who can't speak?
You still. Great little place, beautiful house, and you can drink their wine. So do it.
Win.
Oh, and lots of like discounts and stuff if you go to our website and check it out.
Oh,
Yeah, we've got a
yes.
discount code and you can get like a whole Magnum for free, and seriously, go check them out.
Go to our website and check out under sponsors because
Yes,
we'll have
sponsors. Yes.
we actually have a really good package with them, don't we? Like
we
the
do. It's
discount
like
stuff.
if you buy 12 bottles, you get, I think, like 25% off, and then you get a free Magnum with it or something. So go, check out our website, winechatspodcast.com. Look under wine sponsors and you'll see it all. And we've got a bunch of different codes. So
especially with Christmas coming up. I mean, you may not get your wine in time because Christmas is right around the corner.
Totally. Sorry.
But Happy New Year's.
Yeah, maybe for after Christmas because, you need that too.
Just for the new year, yeah. Sauv Blanc, hello.
I like this color. Stay tuned because we will tell you our thoughts at the end of the episode or mid-episode.
Yeah, I haven't had a Sauv Blanc in forever.
It's been a long time.
My tongue is even like, oh, hello, what are you? Right? I'm a Sauv Blanc. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Can we talk about my fuckface 8-year-old?
Lenny, the floor is yours because I don't have a fuckface 8-year-old. I will. Not yet though. Yeah.
Okay, so spanking. I'm just going to say right now, I'm all for spanking.
Right.
Within, obviously, limitations and moderation, right? Beating is one thing. That's not what I'm talking about. Like spanking when it has been fucking earned, as in
Yes, it's got to be earned.
Right?
Yes.
You don't just get a spank from mom for no reason.
No, it's not a fun thing. No.
But like, okay, so Bane, he is a mouthy little darling.
I could never tell. His mother is so pleasant.
I know. Where does he
Right?
get it from?
I don't know.
Attitude. And it's funny because Cameron even says, like, we're so alike, Bane
Yeah,
and
I
I,
could-
that
yeah.
it's fighting fire with fire. And even sometimes I have to, when we're having our moments, I have to say to myself in my head, because I wouldn't acknowledge it for him to know.
No, God, no.
Is that like, Lindsay, you're the adult. Like, just calm down. You're the adult. Like,
Do you ever ask yourself, like, what would I need in this moment if...
no, I'm too angry.
okay, so
no,
sorry.
no. So he really riles me up lately. Like his
Right.
back talking back, same thing I know, same but different. His attitude, like the tone in his voice.
Right.
Again, like I never have attitude in my voice.
Lindsay is
Billy's-
basically complaining about an 8-year-old little
I know
self.
me. I know. I'm trying not to look at Billy too much because I'm like, I know what she's going to be thinking. Like, dude, that's you. But he's 8. And what I say to him all the time, I'm like, dude, you are 8. You're an 8-year-old kid. You can't talk to me like that. Like, I yell at you and give you trouble because you're being naughty. Like, I'm your mom. I'm allowed to give you trouble.
Totally agreed.
But like, it is out of control. So he gets me really angry lately. Like, I'm like really fiery. And I have a bad temper to begin with. Quick bad temper.
Again, could never have told.
I know. This is not a bashing Lindsay episode.
But it's turning into it so quickly. I just want to...
So now I should say, even though I'm for spanking, I don't spank a lot. I really, really don't.
Like you said, it's got to be earned. It's not something that you would do just when
Yeah.
the kids are being... Whatever.
I'm not a dick parent. Like he doesn't talk back and I spank him every time.
Although
like
maybe that might work.
Well, that or the police will show up on my doorstep,
Right,
right?
yeah, you don't want that.
And this is later in the topic that we'll talk about as well. But no, the other day, I can't even remember what he was being a little shit about. And we were at home and I kept warning him, like, stop. And then he doesn't stop because he just does not stop.
Yeah.
And so he was sitting on his bedroom floor and I said, stand up. And he's like, no. I'm like, stand up. And so I grabbed a book. It was not a hardcover. It was just a normal little kid's soft cover novel. Don't come at me. And I spanked him with the book across his ass. Just once.
Just once?
Just once. It wasn't a multiple hit.
Jeez, you are good.
Right? I had restraint. And he, of course, yells, I hate you. And this is actually on the weekend. So all the windows are open. Everyone's home in the neighborhood, right? And it's even in the morning. So again, even more people are still at home. And he's like, I hate you. And now one time I replied back, well, I hate you too. And I was like, oh God. I can't.
Too far.
Right?
Real
Too far.
back, yeah.
Abort. So now what I say is, well, I hate your bad attitude.
Good.
Or I hate your bad behavior.
Yeah.
Because then I get my...
Because it's not him you hate, it's the way he's behaving. Of course.
Exactly.
And he doesn't hate you, but it's just...
Oh, and he's 8. He doesn't know what he's saying. Like, I mean, yeah, buddy, you hate me, whatever. The first couple times it hurt, and now I'm like, whatever.
I think every parent goes that the first few times, and then it's like, yeah, okay, well, you fucking hate cereal too, so fuck you. Like, seriously.
Exactly. You don't take it to heart. And so that was my most recent spanking.
Right.
But like, I don't really spank that often because I'm really trying not to, because I'm the type of person, when I get into a habit,
Right.
like it can get out of control.
Before I had kids, I straight up was like, I'm going to spank those little bitches all the time.
Yeah.
Like... for some reason, I had this idea in my head that my kids are going to deserve it all the time. I don't know. Maybe they haven't gotten to that age yet. I don't know. You know, because I was spanked as a child.
Yeah. Who wasn't?
I don't know about the soft fucking society that's grown up with trauma after being spanked. Like, if you have trauma from your parents spanking you, they weren't doing it right. Like, spanking shouldn't be...
And they weren't
beating.
Exactly. They weren't spanking you. They were beating you. There is a difference.
And that's a different thing. I agree. So... I mean, I always thought I would spank them. Obviously, then I got like angel children, so there's just absolutely no need ever to spank my children. Eve, I think I could count on one hand how many times she's been spanked by me or Henry.
Same with Ada.
But again, my kids are younger, so we haven't gotten into the massive attitudes or whatever. I work in a school now, so I get that attitude around that age is like ripe. That's just the time for it.
Yeah, we're saying I barely have spanked Ada as well.
Right. Okay. Yes, it could be a personality thing.
And our
as well.
girls are the same age. Yeah.
But May, who was 4, I remember one significant time where I just lost my nut at her. Because she definitely has been spanked way more than Eve. Again, personality thing. She's just, sometimes she's just a little shit and she can't, like, she thinks she's bigger than thou.
Yeah.
So she's just like same thing. It's like, no. It's like,
Yeah.
ho, 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 ho. Oh, but yes. So there was this one time in a shopping center in Garden City. I said to them, okay, we're shopping, so I have things to do.
Yeah.
But let's go to this park and you can go and play in the little park for a bit. And then once I say you're done and we got to keep going because I have shit to do.
100%.
This isn't just a casual.
Yeah.
I don't go to Garden City casually. I don't do it unless I fucking have to be amongst those people, right?
Yeah, I was surprised that you were even there. Yeah.
Right? With 2 children. I mean, Lindsay goes to a casual shop. She loves going to shops with her 3 kids. I can't even go to the library with my 2.
Yeah, no, I love going, and my kids love it. Like, it's sad, but they they get excited when
even
we
my
go
kids
to
don't
LD.
like it. Even when I'm like, oh, let's go to the shops. I'm like, no, I don't go to the shops.
See, but
I hate it.
parenting tip 101, that's your problem. That's like your fault because this is the thing. Parents don't take them from a young age, so then it becomes a thing. Whereas I always took my kids, so they're like, yeah, let's go to Kmart.
This is a totally different topic, but I hate shopping, and why would I teach my kids to like it? What the fuck?
Okay. Yeah.
Ew. No, so I took them to the shops. We were in amongst the things, whatever. May was having a bit of a bad day as it was. She was just having a little bit of an attitude-y day. But when I was like, let's go, she throws a tantrum. And I guess within our way that we throw tantrums, because we're very leveled out people. We talk very gently. She fucking cracked her shit. And she just like fucking was screaming. She was one of those kids at the shops that was just like screaming, like stomping her feet, wouldn't put her shoes on.
Was this just recently? When was this?
No, this was probably about a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's losing her nut and I'm like the picture of serenity.
Oh, no.
Because I remember this is a trick that my mum told me, it was like, that's fine. I'll smile to your face. But just you wait till you get home.
That's even worse.
Yeah, exactly.
That is even worse.
I love to put that fear on my kids because I will fuck you up.
Yes.
I'm not even kidding. Like, so I was saying to her, if you don't stop right now, you're going to get a smack. I will fucking smack you. Nothing. All right, that's 2 smacks. Nothing. And I just keep going till I reckon I got to about 6 smacks. And then I was like, I stopped counting because I'm like, let's go. We're leaving.
May.
So we're walking. I even take a video of this as I'm walking out of the shopping center because she is hanging onto the back of me and pulling me and screaming the whole way. Like my kids do not behave like that. Like it is not. I don't mean that because I'm such a good parent. It's just like it just doesn't happen. Like my kids. I've never had that situation happen before. So I walked them back down to the car park to the car. I opened my car door to give a little bit of blockage because I know how sensitive people are about beating kids in public. And I smacked the shit out of her. I gave her 5 smacks that hurt my hand.
Right?
I fucking stuffed her in the car.
She is still alive.
She's fine.
Stuffed her in the car.
I stuffed her in the fucking car. And then I gave her this big yelling lecture.
Yep.
Right? And then all 3 of us calmly, Eve, I don't even know what Eve was doing at that time. She was stuffed in the car.
Shit in her pants.
But when it's not you, so you're like, oh, I'm staying the fuck out of this.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
And then after that, we were fine.
100%.
And we still to this day talk about that day because I was still like, remember what that happened? I'll fuck you up again.
Yeah.
Don't be doing that shit. No,
I'll fuck you up.
So I'm totally down with, like you said, when it's deserved.
Yeah.
I have no dramas with spanking. And I know that there's all these psychologists and all these this big thing about not smacking your children because it loses trust and does all this and that. But I think if you don't spend time with your kids, if you don't take the time to build that really solid relationship with them, if you don't play with them, if you don't
make them feel loved,
then of course when you smack them on top of that, they're going to fucking grow up having trauma.
Yeah. And I just want to cut in there.
I'm no psychologist. Don't take this advice from me. I'm just saying
no, and I'm not trying to make excuses for us spanking because I have nothing. I don't think anything is wrong with me spanking. But I do totally wholeheartedly agree that if a kid is neglected in any form in their life or have a really shitty upbringing, spanking them, and those type of parents that aren't really spanking, they're actually beating and being a real fuckface to their kids. Yep. Full on 100%, they should not be touching the kids because again, it's going to sound really dicky, but like those people are actually doing it in a really weird mental way. You know what I mean? Like those parents, I just feel like it's a different level.
Well, here's an example of when I've been spanked that I feel like I didn't deserve that.
Oh, do I know this story?
I deserved it.
Oh,
I did deserve it.
Tell me.
My parents totally grew up spanking us.
Oh, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like, again.
Same.
But there was this one time, I feel like I would have told you the story. I feel like maybe I would have told the story in the podcast as well. When there was this lady in the neighborhood. This is when we were still we were living in Serbia at the time in Belgrade. And there was this lady that just used to be a real fucking bitch to us kids. And I mean that, like, not in like she would just sit there and make comments at us and just be mean to us. Now, she was an adult. I was a kid. I'm looking through my kid eyes. I don't know.
Did she have kids herself?
Well, this is where it gets a little bit awkward.
Okay. Sorry.
Because she was pregnant. So she didn't have kids, but she was pregnant, and she was this mean lady. I don't know whether she was just mean to me, whatever it was, or I did not gel.
Was it just hormonal because she was pregnant?
Could have been, but whatever. Like, I feel like I've never, to this day, I don't have one person that I can look back on and be like, that person was a fucking dick to me.
Right.
And I can't remember what the story was, but she was a dick to me.
Okay.
Let's leave it at that.
Yep.
Whether it was right or wrong, it is what it is. Anyway, so one day I was living on the first floor of this building because it was all apartment buildings.
Yeah.
And I saw her coming in because I was living like on the first floor. So, and the walkway of the building was right under our balcony.
How old are you? Like 8-ish?
7, 8.
Yeah.
So she's coming into the building and she has to walk in under my balcony to get into the building.
Oh, okay.
She may have had really long blonde hair.
Oh, Billy, what did you do?
I may have been chewing gum at the time.
I've never heard this story.
So I might have spat gum at her. And she might have just fucking shown up at my door because I don't know whether she saw me. I was
going
to
to say,
assumed.
how did she know?
I would have just come out because I saw her coming. And then when she was just under my building, I would have gone and just spat this gum out. So you would, I mean.
Yeah, she's an adult.
She's an adult.
Yeah.
But I don't know how like sneaky I was, but obviously not that sneaky because she shows up at my door.
Oh, shit,
And
Billy.
Tom loses his nut. Hi, Tom. Tom, like, obviously has the conversation with her, must like be apologizing, whatever. And then he comes in and gets the big, like, Serbian English dictionary and, like, beats the shit out of me with it.
Yeah, see, it wasn't a soft-covered, like,
was
kids
not a
novel.
soft cover. Yeah, so you want to talk about fucking novels and what, you know what I mean? Oh, he beat me.
As you should have, Tom. Good on you.
See where I'm like,
Yeah.
well, maybe you could have talked to me about it and asked me why I've done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to your fucking children. If you had known
Well,
your
yes,
child enough
I get what you're saying because
to not just take that fucking dick's word for it.
Yeah, because you felt like she didn't like you. And
That's
like,
what I'm saying. I'm not the kind of kid who would spit gum at people. So, like, if you were to know that kind of information, maybe, like, that to me is like you're angry at me and you're beating me because you're angry at me.
Look,
although it is I should have learnt my lesson. That's not a really good thing to do.
I think he should have still spanked you, but then talked to you afterwards. Because when your kids
could it have been a soft covered book,
right? And maybe just 3 flogs, not multiple.
And you know what? It probably was. It's just, you know, when you're child mind.
Yeah.
Or like I remember when Zach, when we were really little, so I would have been probably about 4 or 5 because this was still in Bosnia where we were living in our first apartment. And Zach, we got in trouble for something. I don't know what it was for. But I was crying because I knew we were about to get beaten with a wooden spoon.
Oh, no, yes.
Because it was always the wooden spoon.
Yes.
Right? And then he tried to make me laugh, like to cheer me up a little bit. So he shows me his bruise from the wooden spoon. Or maybe, now that I think on it, maybe he wasn't trying to cheer me up. Maybe he was trying to scare me more.
Yeah, I was going to say he wouldn't be trying to cheer you up. Hey, Bill, look what you're about to get.
I feel like he was trying to make me laugh because he shows me this bruise from the wooden spoon that's like, you know, like still like green on the outside but yellow on the inside. You can see the actual shape of the wooden spoon. So all I'm saying is we used to get wooden spooned, man.
I can top you. My mom's a single mom. She had hanging in the kitchen a big piece of wood that hung on the wall that said Dad's helping hand. And do you know how many times
you've talked about
she fucking chased us with that thing. We got hit with that. Not beaten, hit, spanked.
And we still love our mums.
I'm alive.
And I'm an anxious mess and I'm so skinny from it. But
and I limp, but it's fine.
It's fine.
All right, let's take a break. We need to have a moment. I need to recover myself. Have we recovered?
I think so. Oh, look, some of our I'm so traumatized from my childhood. Seriously.
Oh,
man
fuck
up.
the timeout corner.
Fucking hell, seriously. Fuck the timeout corner. Yeah, Jesus. Thank your fucking kids.
I'll spank you and then go to the timeout corner and think about why I fucking beat your ass. No, we don't beat, we spank.
Spank.
Okay, wine. What do you think? I'm interested to see what you think.
I don't mind it. I don't think it's as refreshing as I was expecting for the Sauv Blanc. I don't know why. There was something about it that I felt was missing, I want to say. What is it? What's your thought?
For me, because my white jam right now is Pinot Gris or Pinot Grigio.
Right.
I
don't really know what that means. I mean, it's all same. White wine.
It's white wine, yeah.
Right.
Different grape, but whatever.
Oh, grape schmake.
I don't I don't want to say I don't like it, but I'm not liking it. Does that make sense? Like I'm not enjoying drinking it.
Yeah.
I feel like the aftertaste isn't as enjoyable to me.
I feel like a Sauv Blanc should be like mega cool on a hot day, refreshing. Whereas I kind of feel like this was mega cool, but it didn't give me a refreshing. I don't know. There's something about it it's a little bit Chardonnay.
Really? Oh no, I don't get that.
It's a little bit close to that like butteriness. Yeah. It's a little bit. I don't know. A little bit bitter almost.
It kind of bitter. Do you know what I'm kind of getting? And I don't want to allegiance. We love you. Like.
Oh,
this
for realsies,
you know, but we want to be, I was just going to say, want to be honest. I feel like I'm drinking it. Oh God, I don't even want to say it.
Don't
like
say it.
A house white, like just a boring house white. Like it just, I don't.
That's not too bad. I love the house white.
Yeah.
Look, the house white is my jam.
Yeah.
I just try to put it down, but I made I made the penis bigger.
She's talking about her lip chap.
Oh my God. Oh yes. Yeah.
You know, not everyone's watching it on YouTube, Bill. Some people are just listening.
Yes, I had a lip balm issue.
Okay.
Yes. I have Allegiance Wines. We love you. Beautiful property. Beautiful everything. Not a huge fan of this particular one.
Yeah.
But listen, try it. You might like it.
It's not bad. I'm just not enjoying drinking it. That does not sound
good for me.
Right. Okay. So let's go to the people quickly and see what
is up.
Oh, what is up? Okay. So do you spank your children? 56% of people said yes. See?
Okay, great.
Like, we're not the only ones, Billy. We're not the only ones.
No, God, no.
And
the other 44% won't admit it. So,
well, no, there are.
No, I get it. Yeah.
I know many parents that are like, no, I don't spank my kids. And like, you know, that's so bad and blah, 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 blah. That's fine. If that's the way you want to roll, that's fine.
Yep.
I think a lot of those times too, those parents haven't reached a certain stage with their kids.
True.
Not all the time. That's not always the case, but I do have friends where those kids just haven't gone to that
peak there yet.
Level.
Yeah, I get it.
But look, I don't think there's a right or wrong. I just want to reiterate, like, I think there's a time and a place for it. And talking about the place, like and when you were saying you were spanking Eve or May in the car park, I find it really shitty. And like, I actually do find it really shitty that society is so judgmental on it. Again, if you see an adult actually physically hurting, like that's not cool. But like, if you can see a situation escalating, like, so to go back to Bane. Oh, wait. I got sidetracked. Were you spanked as a child? 100% of people said yes. See,
and
like,
you're all fine.
I mean, debatable.
You're
but
on Instagram,
whatever.
right?
Yeah, it's fine.
You made it.
Okay, so back to Bane. And I'm not picking on Bane, but Bane is my child. So I have an 8, 6, and 5-year-old.
Yeah. And you can only speak for yourself, really. How can you?
Totally. This is just my situation. Now, Van, my youngest, he's a little fucking wild child. He's like May.
Oh, I know.
We always say our two youngest are very similar.
Yeah.
But he's more like a cheeky
It's a
wild.
different, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Bane is, there's a fucking fly.
There is a fucking fly, and he's been flying around
Kill
our
you.
faces.
I'm going to spank you. Okay. Bane is just really challenging with his like attitude, talking back and like just full on attitude. So we'll be at the mall or at the shops, wherever. And he's just like this miserable, fucking moody little shit. And I remember my mom saying like back in the day, like, oh, you know, I can't take you kids anywhere. Me. I just want to enjoy myself. And I'm like, bitch, what's your problem? Like,
down.
God, I am 13 and I've got more things to worry about.
Can you imagine Lindsay as a fucking teenager? I'd smack you all the time. Honestly.
Totally.
I can already see you deserved it.
Like, I was a bitch. 100% I was a bitch. My sister was even bitchier. Like, I get why my mom was, love you, Courtney.
Broke spoons on you.
Right?
Right.
But, like, I get now the frustration. So, like, if we're out and about with Bane, and you just want to have this, I mean, whether you're just at the mall or not, you just want to have this nice time with your kids.
Exactly.
You know?
No matter what you're doing, it doesn't matter if you're at the mall or if you're hanging out at home. It should be a nice interaction.
Right. It's not. When you have an attitude-filled, talking back little fuckface. So I get really worked up by it.
Yeah.
And when you're out in public, like you're like gritting your teeth and shut the fuck up, you little fuckface. I'm going to spank you. I'm going to smack you across the face. But
does that work? Do you threaten him?
I want to say yes.
Yasna's strategy.
What's that?
Of just like, it's fine, Bane. You do that.
Right,
I'll fuck you up at home.
Right.
You just...
Do you know what?
You do you, boo.
I am going to try that because he has seen crazy Lindsay mum.
That's right. And that's obviously not working because he's crazy.
No.
Like, you've both had the same thing going. So, like, he understands you, you understand him, and you're both not backing down.
Yeah.
So I think you need to switch it up by, like, making him fear for his life.
But then that's where the line gets crossed.
Not for his life, just for his bottom.
Okay, yeah.
Just for his immediate life.
But then the moment has passed. Like, I just want to be able to, like, if he is a mouthy little fuck, like, I want to be able to spank him in public or like a little smack across the face.
Oh, you cannot do that.
But you can't. Exactly. You can.
You will get put in jail.
100%. Yeah. I will have an old lady fucking come up to me.
Actually, not an old lady. It's not going to be an old lady. It's going to be a young fucking Karen.
Yes. Yeah.
Who thinks she knows better about your family than you do.
Yes. And do you know what you're doing to your children? Blah, blah, blah. And it's a funny little quick story. So when my mom was here, and she obviously got to witness how...
Right. Mouthy.
Right.
You've raised your child.
Right. I'm a horrible mother.
She must be laughing her ass off.
Well, that and crying. So she, like, there was a moment where it was just like near the end of her trip where she sees what I deal with day in, day out. And she's like, oh my God, how do you deal with it?
Oh my God.
And because it's hard. You've got 3 kids that are fighting, bickering, a mouthy one. Yeah. Like it's hard work, right? And you can only take so much. Like, as a parent, you can only take so much before you fucking lose your mind. And my mom gave the kids like a lashing in the car, like verbally. And she even got upset saying, like, if your mom spoke to me like this when she was your age, and I'm going to get upset because, like, she got upset.
Yeah.
But it's so fucking shit that when you're out in public, you can't discipline your kids in a way that you feel like you need to discipline your kids. Because somebody's going to come up to you and fucking either report you or give you a lashing or whatever. And like, I even said that to mom. I go, because it happened in public. I'm like, but I can't. Like, I can't. What can I do? Like, I can only say so much to him because if I touch him, who knows what's going to happen?
It's seriously actually terrifying.
You don't know what is going to happen. Who's going to say what? The police show up. Like, who knows? Like, I know that's being dramatic, but kind of not.
It's not. Do you know there was a time when my friend sent us this, what was, I guess, a funny video in retrospect. But he was like, hey, check out what happened to me. It was his Ring camera. So, you know, like the little camera that you have at the front of your house or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Recording.
Yeah.
The police come to his door and they go, somebody has reported your license plate because there was a child that was screaming.
Yeah.
And you put her into your car. So we've just come to make sure.
Under your car?
Into your car.
Oh. Yeah. So
we're making sure that this child is okay and that this is your child. That there's no dramas.
See,
because he had the same thing where his, I don't think she was a toddler, but she would have been about 3 or 4. Because she's the same age as even Ada now. Yeah. So she would have been about 3 or 4, throwing a tantrum, kicking and screaming. He would have probably in a rough manner.
Yeah. Shoved her in the car, shut the fuck up.
Shoved her in the car. Exactly. Had a moment with her. Closed the door, drove home. Fucking police show up to his door.
Thinking that he kidnapped her.
Thinking he's abusing her, all this sort of stuff. So he's like, oh, you mean that kid running around over there laughing and having a good old time? And even the police are there going, yeah, okay, look, somebody's reported it. We had to come and check it out. So like they were laughing too and they were like, sorry, you know, so this kid's come up and been like, oh, hi, you know, whatever, like everything's fine and safe.
Yeah.
But people do that.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
People are now seeing... Yeah. And it's kind of a difficult time in society because it's like, do you report it? Don't you report it? Because when you don't, there's children out there that are quite literally getting kidnapped, beaten, killed, doing whatever. Yeah. So it is that kind of time in society, but also for parents who are actually just trying to teach their kids how to be in a society, like how to be a human adult and behave in a manner that's appropriate. You still have to use your own judgment in how you teach your kid that. And to me, spanking isn't punishment in the sense that I'm trying to hurt you. Spanking is a physical way to say to you, stop, this is not appropriate.
Because they don't listen all the time when you say, stop, this isn't appropriate.
Exactly. Yeah. They're not going to, like, if they fucking listened, you wouldn't be smacked.
No, exactly.
If my words worked on you, if my threats worked on you, if my timeout worked on you, then I would fucking put you in timeout and it would work.
Yeah. And I have to say, after I spanked Bane with that book, after he said he hated me and I said, I hate your bad attitude, boom, done.
That's what I mean.
Over with.
Sometimes it's literally like a physical, like, hey, chill out, stop. What's happening here isn't okay.
And I just have to say, too, for the parents, like, it's hard trying to find that happy medium and, like, trying to do the best that you can with all the pressure from society
Yep.
of what you can, you can't, what you should, what you shouldn't.
Exactly.
Like,
Yep.
it's hard. And every kid's different. Every family is different. Like, it's fucking hard work when there's so much judgment out there about what you can and can't do.
I just
It's
say
crazy.
do what you got to do, but also like just open up the car doors and nobody will see you. You know what I'm saying? Make your way to the car park and be done with it.
With a smile on your face.
That's it. You know what I mean? Like you just have to play it cool until you get into a private place. My mum literally used to promise me beatings. Anyway, that's it.
What a great way to end the episode, Billy.
Wrap.
Rappity rap. Spank, don't beat. Done.
Just be kind, but also teach your children how to be normal humans. Thank you so very much for joining us. You can find us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Please find us on our website, onechatspodcast.com.
YouTube.
Fucking always forget YouTube. You can watch our entire episodes on YouTube, which you're probably doing right now. So hi. And that's it. Be well.
Chat soon.
Chat soon. Peace out. Spank your kids more. That's it.
Spank, not beat.